How's it going, everybody? This is Professor Paul Miller. We're here for the Nightly News. This is my main man, Christian Fulp. We're here tonight for the Central Penn Lady Knights basketball team. We are going to be taking on Alfred State College in this USCAA matchup. Can you tell us a little bit about the Central Penn basketball team here, Christian?
Well, our Lady Knights is coming in with a 6-10 record, winning 4 straight, hoping to make it 5. They are led by leader Burton-Jones, in my correction, and she averages 32.5 points a game.
And the Alfred State team is led by sisters Kelsey and Skylar Shawless, and also led by Jordan Pettit. So we're going to see a heck of a clash here today. We're very fortunate to be. She's got a few questions for Casey. Christian and I will be back with the broadcast at 8 o'clock.
Hello, my name is Laura, and I'm here with Casey. Hello, everyone. So, I have a few questions. So, how do you feel about the season so far? So far, I've been we've broken quite a few school records this year, which is awesome. But the season's not over, so for me, it's about finishing. Okay, so how confident are you about this game? I'm always confident in the girls. I'm always confident in the girls. I have to be. But I mean, Alfred State is definitely a tough competitor. It's going to be a tough win for us. But if we come out with a lot of well, we got out here with a win. We'll celebrate it tonight, enjoy the win, but we're right back out.
Thank you very much. So Christian and I are going to give it a shot. This is our very first broadcast for Central Penn College basketball as loyal Nightly News members of the baseball team. Christian, when you look back to the live stream that we did for baseball, what did that mean to you as a player?
It meant a lot to me as an athlete. It got a chance for me to show my talents and be able to watch them over again for film studies on myself and the other team as well.
Yeah, I think that's a really good aspect of this. So obviously we want to do this for the support that we have from our viewers, but we also want to make sure that the players can watch themselves. I always, never really had an opportunity to see any of my stuff broadcast live, so I think it's really cool that we have the opportunity to do this. I do want to give a shout out to Christian, Brian Christiana, and Parker Rose, also Dylan Kleintop, members of the Nightly News Media Club that are making this happen tonight. Couldn't do it without them, and we certainly look forward to a great game. Christian, we have a couple of minutes till the game starts, about 5 minutes. I just wanted to talk about a few things. So you mentioned earlier Jalen. She's shooting 54% from the field. She's shooting 40% from 3. What is going on with Jalen Burton-Jones and her MVP season for the Knights?
That is remarkable. She's doing very well for the Knights. Hopefully she puts on another spectacular performance tonight.
The inside-outside threat for the Knights is highlighted by Burton-Jones and, of course, Jeray Patterson. She's a freshman. She's averaging 15 points a game and shooting a solid 47% from the field. The inside-outside game's working. You're also going to see January Athlete of the Month, Leanna Borelli. You're also going to see Kiara White, Kendra Michelle, Whistling Verna, Michaela Sensenig. So it's going to be a great night, hopefully, for the home team here at East Penn High School in Enola. Christian, we're going to move over to the Alfred State College Pioneers. They come to us all the way from South Central New York. Not Manhattan, actually South Central New York, just over the Pennsylvania border, north of Tioga County. 12 consecutive losses. That being said, they've got some awesome players headed up by Kelsey and Skylar Shawless. So Kelsey averaging 10.8 points on the year, Skylar averaging 9.3. Also Rayana Anderson, who was one of the players of athletes of the week for last week after sinking 9 3-pointers in a game. So Christian, to be honest with you, if it's me, and I know that they're not able to do a whole lot of scouting,
you want to trail them. You want to make sure you keep them in arm's distance because they're definitely deadly from beyond the arc, and you don't want that to mark off.
Christian, as we mentioned, you
here for baseball, so I can focus up on that, so I can move on to the college level.
Basketball schools in the state over the past, decade or so you have some great experience. So we're looking forward to your insight on this. And baseball season's coming soon. We do want to announce that we will be calling as many home games as possible. Once we get everything locked down in terms of schedule, we're going to release the games we're going to be calling. Although I do think it's going to be interesting, to say the least, to get that March 10th opening day game in, if things continue how they are. Maybe you'll get lucky and get a warm snap. But heck, it wasn't until April last year until you played at home, right?
Yeah. It took us a long time. We had a lot of cancellations in the early part and all throughout the season last year.
But we got some late snow last year as well.
Yeah.
Well, Christian, it looks like we're about to get started here at East Penn High School for the Central Penn Lady Knights taking on Alfred State College. So we talked to Casey Hicks, Central Penn Knights head coach. Did you know, Christian, the Alfred State College head coach, has been here at the school. Gina Boyd has been here 29 years. Can you imagine being in a job for 29 years?
Hey, she must really love it. Enjoy her job.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to go down to Parker.
East Pennsboro High School for tonight's USCAA women's basketball contest between the Alfred State Pioneers and your Central Penn Knights. Right now, we ask you to please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, Christian, it looks like we're getting started. We heard the starting lineups for Alfred State and for Central Penn. It's going to be a loud, raucous gym here this evening, so Central Penn, winners of their last 4, on fire. 6-10 on the season, though. As you heard earlier, Casey Hicks, head coach, is very, very happy with the way they've been playing this year so far. Yeah, it's looking good for Central Penn lately, but let's see if they come out. Last loss January 4th at Penn State Lehigh.
And the tip-off goes to the Knights.
The tip-off is always something I found interesting. It's not always the tallest person that gets that tip. Pirelli, player of the month here, drives to the hoop. Not quite on that first shot. Do you think she rushed that shot a little bit?
I think she was a little bit under control. She just seen an open drive, so she wanted to attack.
Miss for Pettit on the offensive glass. Slowing it down a little bit. Borelli. See what the call
early
is.
Whistle.
Not clear what the call is on that one, but looks like it'll be Central Penn ball. Burton-Jones not in the starting lineup tonight. We haven't received any type of insight on the reason why. We hope that she status of Burton-Jones, the Knights' #1 scorer. All right, game resumes. Verna will take the inbound back to Borelli. Verna, also a soccer star. Another stoppage of play.
I think there's a problem with the shot clock.
Averages about 16 minutes, gets the start this evening. Anderson with the inbound to Shawless. Into Kelly, back out to Shawless for 3. And that's good. And it's an early 5-0 lead for the road Alfred State College team. Looks like they do a lot of very quick passing. Central Penn looks almost a little bit more methodical this evening.
Yeah, Alfred State's going to have to pass it around and work it around to get outside jump shots due to the fact that our inside centers and forwards are a little bit bigger than theirs.
Patterson with a shot. We don't want her taking those shots. We want to get her down inside. We've got some wing players that can do really well.
Alfred State really does do a good job working the ball around.
And Anderson hasn't even taken a shot yet. Remember, 9 3-pointers in a game just a week ago. Shawless the drive. Can't quite hit there with the rebound, Sensenig.
That was wonderful help defense down in the paint.
Borelli, I'm going to say this many times, January's player of the athlete of the month for Central Penn. Inside to Patterson. That's what we want to do right there.
There you go. We got a quick foul.
Quick foul. That's what we want to do. Even though she was double teamed, Christian, they're going to have to rely on Patterson down inside and to distribute the ball to the outside. We have some good 3-point shooters. Kelly. Kelly picks up her first foul.
We're going to have another inbound by Borelli.
Inside to Patterson. The hook. Not quite. Sensitive to rebound.
An offensive rebound.
Into White. Which way the ball going? That will be Central Penn ball.
I would look for a quick inbound. Yep. All right, it looks like the Knights are going to want to set something up.
Borelli into Patterson, waiting for Borelli to complete that play. Didn't quite, but at least she's back on defense. and they have to regroup. Pettit from the outside. Beautiful shot. Pettit shooting 40% from the field this season, obviously shows her mid-range jumper. So even though she's the tallest and plays the center position, she can still shoot from the outside. Verna with the pick. Can't quite get that to go. 7-0 here.
Another offensive rebound by the Knights. We're looking to get our first points though as well.
With Verna. Gets us on the score sheet. Foul and to the line. Verna, also a soccer star, was the Nightly News Player of the Game in one of the games that we called this fall.
Now coming for the Knights, Burton-Jones.
So Jones off the bench is in the game, and I think that things could turn just a little bit here. Not exactly clear on why she didn't start, but fortunately, she's back in the game.
Hopefully she brings the Knights some spark.
There's almost no way she can't when someone's average. This is almost like a James Harden situation here. Jalen is the heart and soul of our team, by far the highest point scorer on the team. I'm just telling you, Christian, looking at some of these statistics, 54% from the field, 40% from three, and even 75% from the free throw line. Very impressive.
That's very impressive.
So Shaw is to the line, misses that one, rebound Central Penn, into Jones. Now it's time to see what Jalen Burton-Jones can do. Transfer from Robert Morris here to Central Penn. She's a sophomore, straight to the hoop, and scores.
That was a wonderful drive to the basket. She went into the body of the defender and went strong up.
And that is the way that Jalen Burton-Jones has been doing it all year. So that rough start, maybe they realized that they needed a spark, and I think we got it. Kelly from outside, not quite. But Anderson, one of the smaller players on the floor height-wise, gets the rebound, although it was called out. I like this lineup here. Basically 3 guards on the floor and 2 forwards. I think that's what they needed, though.
Great pass, great pass.
Patterson with the assist from Jones. I think that's what they needed.
It's like they gelled together a little bit better when she's on the floor. She's like a court general.
I think that it brings a different element of speed into the equation.
And an offensive rebound.
What a pass inside to Pettit. Quickly double teamed. Can't quite connect. Michaela Sensen with the rebound. And Jalen Burton-Jones. They've scored 2 consecutive baskets since she's come on the floor.
And the Knights are simply down 1 now.
Give and go inside. No foul called on there.
Loose ball.
From up here, looked like a foul to me. And 30-second timeout for Alfred State. I think that's the right move there, Christian. But you can obviously feel a momentum shift here.
Yeah, they definitely had to call a timeout to regroup. Didn't want Central Penn Knights to go up ahead.
Paul Miller, Christian Fulp here from East Pennsboro High School. Also, Brian Cristiano running camera, Parker Rose on the PA. Also, Dylan Kleintop. Basketball, a few more basketball games. Look for some of those dates on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. Tune in after the game. This game is on demand 24/7 on our YouTube channel from here on out. If you don't get to see the end of it, you can tune back in anytime. And Anderson takes the ball, and still interesting, halfway through the first, that we haven't seen Anderson take a shot yet.
We had a loose ball foul on the Knights, it looks like.
So right now it's Alfred State 9, Central Penn 6.
There sure has been a lot of short stoppages early on in the game.
Alfred State will inbound. It's Shawless to Shawless.
Central Penn's running a nice 2-3 zone.
But they let Shawless open on the outside. Burton-Jones with the rebound and a foul. Chelsea Shawless with a foul. It'll be the second team foul for Alfred State.
We're going to have another nice inbound. Looking to set up an easy layup or a jump shot.
The refs are trying to get their money's worth tonight early on. Still think it's incredible, Christian, that Alfred State coach Gina Boyd, 29 years, with a 4-12-302 record. I mean, she's got to be one of the most elite coaches, frankly, in college. I mean, you don't hear about coaches in this day and age staying at a program for that long. Obviously, you know, you've got your Pat Summits of the world that have stayed quite, you know, at a place for 30 years. Very rarely do you have the opportunity to see that. So she's also, as you mentioned, Christian, the assistant athletic director as well. So obviously she enjoys what she's doing and she enjoys where she is. New York's a beautiful place. Have you ever been to New York? Not New York City, but New York State.
Yeah, we actually had the World Series. My freshman year in baseball was in Glen Falls, New York. It was very beautiful.
I'll tell you, Christian, I've actually gone to Cooperstown several times. Upstate New York, mid-New York, beautiful.
Looked like we had a jammed finger.
And I'll tell you, actually, the last game that we streamed, Jalen Burton took an elbow to the head and actually had to come out of the game for a little while. Fortunately, she was able to come back in and complete the game. But she's tough. Basketball is an unforgiving game. Fingers, ankles, knees, backs.
Yeah, there's a lot of starting and stopping going on every single play.
So Burton-Jones back right inside. I mean, she was right there, but hey, even she misses every once in a while. Still 9-6 after college, but Shawless wide open. You cannot leave them that wide open on the outside. That makes it 12-6. Alfred State.
We have a timeout by the Knights, it looks like.
And that's not a bad timeout, to be honest. So where Alfred State excels is on the perimeter. I appreciate the 2-3 zone, but Christian, they don't have anybody to go inside. They have to guard the outside beyond the three-point line.
Yeah, I would definitely press them man right now and make sure they force up a bad shot.
A 30-second timeout there. Coming right back. 12-6, Alfred State. Knights will take the ball. Burton-Jones and Borelli on the floor for the first time together. Actually, the last game that we called, they were an unstoppable duo. So I'm interested to see. It seems like Jones and Patterson have a really good rapport together. They're constantly back and forth to each other. Another missed shot there for Patterson, but we still.
Look inside.
But I'll tell you, that's the kind of shots that we want to see. Pettit to the hoop, not quite. But Kelly with the rebound and scores 14-6. Alfred State.
The Knights are going to have to look for to start boxing out to stop the offensive rebounds by Alfred State.
Sensenig hasn't been involved much. I'd like to see her get an open shot. Borelli as well. Verna with the shot. Oh, just in and out. But Patterson with the rebound. Back to Borelli. The ball fake. Back to Patterson. And she makes it. Hopefully that's the shot, Christian, that gets her started on a streak. I'm telling you, watch Anderson. She hasn't taken a shot yet, but she will. Right there it goes. Just missed. Burton-Jones with the rebound.
Pushing it up the court.
This is what I like out of the Knights, when we can get a little bit of running going.
Back. Going to set it up top again.
Now, right here, is there a play being called, or is this sort of...
I think they're looking to find an open cutter or an open person down low.
Give me a scenario when plays are called as someone who has only played basketball in limited fashion.
I would say you need to call a play when you see a weakness in the defense, or even towards the end of the quarter or the beginning of the quarter to set something up, see where the weakness is at in the defenders.
So, plays aren't something that are called every time, like football.
No, basketball has become like more of a one-on-one sport. Like, you get the ball up top and you want to go right at the defender, kick it out, maybe see a cutter, pass it to the cutter, get a good, nice open layup.
And it looks like everyone's looking for Jones.
Yes, I would be looking for her too.
Sensenig back with the ball, inside to Jones. She's got game outside, she's got game inside, and she's going to go to the line
for 2.
75%. The highest, by far, free throw shooter on the team. Right behind her is Whistling Burn at 54%. Patterson at 75%. First, that makes it 14-9 Alfred State.
If she makes this one, the Knights will be down 2 possessions.
Not quite. Still 14-9 Alfred State. But Central Penn's looked alive here over the last 5 minutes. Nice pass. Shawless with steal. Jones with the steal, pushing it back.
2-on-1. Zero step. That was a beautiful.
Trying to go inside to Pettit, but she's quickly double teamed. Patterson with the block. Pettit gets the ball back. Still no. Patterson with the rebound. I'm telling you, Patterson and Jones together, how can they lose? They're both playing very, very well right now. Turnover, and Jones hit the deck.
I think the Knights definitely need to use the fast-paced offense to slow these guys down.
Well, Shawless took the 3 there. Probably an ill-advised shot. And another stoppage of play. Patterson wincing. We do not want to see that.
And it looks like we have a substitution here.
That's Kelly back in. There has to be some better defense on the 2013 Alfred State.
We have another steal from Alfred.
Kelly had a big first quarter to Shawless, who's had a bigger first quarter. And it's now 22. They were within just a couple points. And a 7-0 run there to end the quarter. And we'll leave the first quarter. Alfred State 22, Central Penn 13. Christian, they're down 9 points, but all is not lost. Jalen's looked good, at least she's not injured. Glad to see her back out on the court. Patterson's had a really good first quarter. She's had a couple blocks, a couple rebounds, and made a basket. What are we looking for here in the second quarter, Christian, from the Knights?
I would definitely switch defense, maybe try man-to-man to see if we could apply pressure to the Alfred State offense, slow them down from shooting so many outside shots.
Is that the typical response when teams are hitting from the outside but don't have much of an inside presence, is to go to man?
Yeah, because normally if you put somebody directly on somebody right in their face, they won't want to drive, and if they can't drive, they'll pick up their dribble, and that's one thing we definitely want to start doing.
Well, again, this is Paul Miller, Christian Fulp, Nightly News, broadcasting Alfred State versus Central Penn College. Central Penn 6-10. Won 4 in a row. Alfred State 3-13, and they've lost 12 in a row. They cannot be happy with how their last 12 games have gone, at least. And maybe that's what they're out here fired up tonight. Maybe Central Penn a little sluggish to start. Jalen Burton-Jones did not start the game for a reason that's been unspecified as to this point. Did come in pretty soon right after. And ever since then, the Knights have definitely looked a little more lively, to say the least. Brianna Anderson, 28% from beyond the arc. So we have to defend the outside, Christian, if we're going to win this ball game.
Definitely. It definitely looks like Alfred State's hungry for their first win in January. Alfred State to start off the quarter.
But they've come to play. There's no question about it.
And it definitely looks like that Central Penn has went to a man-to-man off or defense.
Kelly inside. She's a heck of a player. She's had a really good first quarter. She is a freshman, averaging 9.97 points a game, 31 minutes. And she'll go to the line.
The first one goes.
Misses the second, and White with the rebound, 22-13. Knights down 9. They need a basket here.
I would definitely look for open cutters. I would just cut through each lane and follow that where you passed it. That's what I was always taught, is to follow your pass.
Kiera White off the mark. Christian, at this point, I'm going back to Jalen.
It looks like Alfred State definitely locked in and did their research on Jalen.
Well, fortunately, they got lucky there because they just didn't cover Anderson. And Anderson went to the basket and passed. An errant pass, though, there for Anderson. Last week's Alfred State College, one of their athletes of the week, with 9 3-pointers in a game.
9 3-pointers. That's crazy. She was lighting it up that night.
Well, fortunately, we've contained her thus far. Burton off the screen. Gets the switch to Pettit. If I was Burton, I would have kept it there. Verna with a miss. Burton had definitely a speed advantage on Pettit. Anderson right to the rack. And she scores her second bucket of the night. 24-13. Alfred State.
At this point, 2 is definitely better than 3 from her. We have an open look.
Patterson open, but does get a rebound. Back inside, taking on the whole team. Can't get it to fall.
And an offensive rebound.
We're getting the rebounds, we just can't get the putbacks. We got a wide open Shawless to Shawless. And another bucket. Shawless to Shawless there. Kelsey to Skylar.
The Knights are going to need to stop on defense. We're going to have to...
So, what I'm noticing here, Christian, is the only people I've really seen move are Verna, Patterson, and Burton. And it seems like some of the other players are kind of trying to react. Let's crash the bucket. Let's go toward the basket and try to get some easy buckets here instead of these outside 15-footers.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to look to pass and cut.
Aurelio inbound. No one covers Jones. She's wide open in the corner. She doesn't see her. Looks like they're running something here, Christian. Trying to post up Burton. Gets a hand in there. Jones comes back. Pulls up. For 3.
That was an amazing shot.
That was huge.
Hopefully that gives our Lady Knights a spark.
Well, they called a play out of that. So maybe go back to that play.
Great interior defense.
Good defense. Borelli the rebound.
Looking to push it up the court, kick it out.
Nice pass. Oh, and White just almost there. Just rims out. But they get a break. Up to Borelli. And the bucket. Anderson back to the hoop.
And he had a
Off
block.
Patterson. Fortunately, that wasn't called a foul. Looked clean. We have a good crowd here tonight, Christian. Say about 100.
Yeah, turnout was very nice. Very nice.
Shawless, not quite. Sensenate with the rebound, and back to Borelli. Now, what do you think here? Sometimes Burton-Jones walks it up, sometimes Borelli. Why do you think that Jalen doesn't bring it up every time?
I think they're looking for a different pace in the offense. Definitely, maybe they see a weakness in one of the guards that's defending one or the other.
And Shawless pull up and hits. We got about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. 28-18, Alfred State. Alfred State has lost their last 12 contests, while Central Penn has won 4 in a row. So this outcome is rather surprising at this point, Christian.
Yes, it is. It feels like each team is fighting for something. Hopefully that the Knights can come back and get a victory and make it 5 straight.
We're playing hard, though. That's what I like to see. We're just not getting some shots to fall. Patterson's been in there, gets that to fall. That's one of the shots that, she hadn't been getting to fall.
I believe if we get her going on the inside, we'll definitely have a fight to come back.
Kelly inside double teamed, but nobody gets back on Bennis. And now Bennis wide open. Can't hit. Now the one on 3, so they'll slow it down, but Burton's got to pull up here. And it's, just off. No, only one person in the paint there on 3, so not a good rebounding situation for the Knights. Skyler with the miss there.
Alfred State is definitely beating the Knights on rebound.
Little ball fake there, up and under.
Another rebound.
Patterson seems to be one of the only rebounding threats on the Knights tonight.
We're going to have to box out, get a body on everybody once the shot goes up, clear the interior so we have a better chance of getting rebounds.
That was a heck of a shot there.
Another rebound by Alfred State.
Is that 3 consecutive? The defense here, you have 2 people that got behind the back zone wide open, and unfortunately couldn't connect there for Alfred State, but they had 2 people under the basket wide open. Defense is a little shaky, or else maybe they've just never seen a team quite like this before. I'm saying in the style of how they play.
Yeah, they definitely move the ball around well and crash the boards when they put up a shot.
Burton-Jones to Borelli. Inside, Patterson. I want to see
Good
Patterson.
pass down low.
Michaela Sensenate, that's her first shot of the evening, and she will make that, and she'll pull it to within 6. 4 minutes remain, second quarter, 28-22. Alfred State leading Central Penn.
Good defense.
Great steal by White. Burton's going to take it up.
I would definitely press the defense in the inside.
It's just like Tony Romo. You called the shot there. Right inside. Now we're within 4. Central Penn on a 6-0 run. And what a shot from Anderson. What a shot.
An and one and a chance of a foul shot.
That's easily the shot of the game to this point.
Vernon substituted for White.
Beautiful shot.
Borelli's bringing the ball up the court.
Patterson inside with the layup. It's 31-26. What a pass there, Anderson. Inside, Pettit. Not quite. Another offensive rebound. Shawless. I'm going to see if her foot was on the line there. That was for 3 from Shawless.
Let's see if the Knights can make a push to come back right before the half.
Kelsey Shawless has had an incredible game. Already hit a couple of 3s.
drive to the basket, but
Great shot by Burton-Jones, getting us to within 6.
shot by Anderson. Off the rim and out of bounds.
Knights bring it back in. Borelli. Burton-Jones walking the ball up the court. 34-28. We got a big halftime show coming up for you. We're going to chat about the first half. Christian and I. Special guest. Anderson with the shot there. Special guest. Director of Student Engagement, Adrian Thoman, and Laura Lee will be back with you. And then Christian and I will chat about what we have in the first half so far. It's 38-28. Borelli to Patterson to Sensenay. What a steal there by Pettit. And a foul. It's 2 for Sensenay.
White enters the game.
With this lineup, I think they have an opportunity to be a little faster. I think they can get a couple possessions here, but they have to stop them here.
I think that's what the Knights need, a little change of pace right now.
Another offensive rebound, Christian. Shawless inside to Pettit, but good defense by Borelli there. So honored to be a part of this first broadcast for the Nightly News, Christian. This is something that you can tell your family about someday, that you started this whole thing. You can go back to YouTube and watch it anytime you want.
It's definitely an honor.
Anderson again open, again another offensive rebound. This is insane. And Shawless capping off her amazing first half.
If we keep giving up second and third chance rebounds, it's going to be second and third chance points. Definitely have to box out.
Almost stolen from Jones and then takes on the whole team. We do not want her to fall like that. And White misses the shot. Jones took a second hard spill there, but seems to be okay. 42 seconds left. 38-28. Alfred State College. Jones is going out here. I don't know if it's just trying to get her some rest here before the end of the half, or what's going on, if she's hurt. But she seems okay on the bench. Maybe it's just defensive. But please, somebody guard 20 and somebody guard 12 outside the arc. And Patterson with great play. Going back the other way, Borelli pushing the ball. And it's stolen by Anderson.
They're looking to push. They have the numbers.
Pettit inside. They're not going to stop that. And Christian, we got close, but it's going to be 40-28 at the half. Put it up. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us today. Paul Miller, Christian Fulp. We're here at East Pennsboro High School. We have a special guest coming up here in just a moment.
Some offensive and defensive rebounds to start.
From Alfred State. From Alfred State. Down 12 points, so we'll see. We have a special guest here for you. One of our nightly news reporters, Laura Lee, is here with the Director of Student Engagement at Central Penn College, Adrian Thoman, talking about some things coming on campus here in February. So we're going to introduce them. They're going to be right with you.
Right here? Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Here with Adrian, and it's Laura again. Okay, so one question that I have is what are some of the things that you have in mind with the students interacting with more of the
Her heart out. We have her, Amir, there's a whole group of them over there that have been doing some cheers and have pom-poms, and it makes me excited. It adds so much energy to the game, and I really look forward to that continuing.
You don't want to make it happen. Selling school spirit things here at the games for people to take home and back to other games.
Well, I think that's certainly a good idea. We are really looking for every opportunity to get orders. We're really hoping to get as much as possible in the hands, but we, certainly that's something we can keep in mind, trying to get some opportunity to do some stuff. Good night.
Laura Lee will be back with you presenting the. Just got a recent promotion, so we are. Our commentary will be back with about 3 minutes to go. Until then, hang tight with us. Right now, it is Alfred State 40, Central Penn Knights 28. We'll be back toward the beginning of halftime. me over here. Yeah. Loud and clear, brother. No, you're not sweating. We're not perfect over here. That's kind of perfect. Yeah, my toe is my toe. I just recently trimmed my toe and it started growing towards the side. It happens to me all the time, man. So right now we are on I went out and listened to it. Good. So it seems a lot of there's a lot of ambient sound. I know, which if we could ever. So I've been doing a lot of research. You gotta get a specific board. But I still want to try it. So the next one you need to buy is like the central board. All the way up to or maybe, hey, even if we have to go down there. I mean, that's what, at this point, that's what radios do. But this is and that's the thing too, is you get set up a booth here, you can be okay, or who's ever shooting the game, could be okay with it.
What time? How long? How many?
All right, everybody, we appreciate you giving us a little break there. You know, calling these games, Christian, man, you got to take a little break from calling the game. Basketball is such a high-paced sport. Baseball, you have a little bit more time to relax. You have a little bit more time to go on a point. Basketball, much faster. Bottom line is right now, 40-28, Alfred State. Knights got to within 4 points. It was looking good. Jalen Burton-Jones did not start this game, but did come back and did very well. Unfortunately, this has sort of been a game of runs. Poor defensive rebounding, great offensive rebounding for Alfred State. Too many three-point shots and too many made three-point shots for Alfred State. What's the keys to the second half, Christian, for Central Penn Knights to get back into this one?
I definitely believe that they need to, I would say, box out and get a body on everybody once the shot goes up. If they're going to allow that many open shots, they definitely need to make up for it down on the rebounding end.
Well, you make a great point. It's one thing to give up the shots, but it's a second thing to give up the shots and not get the boards. Yeah. Too many, I mean, just, you know, Alfred State probably had 9 or 10 offensive rebounds in that first half. That cannot happen if the Knights want to get back in this one. Down 12 certainly can be done. Hopefully Burton-Jones, who actually left with 42 seconds left in the second quarter, is okay. We don't know just yet. We wish her well. She took like 2 spills trying to come down with rebounds.
She definitely hit the ground hard. Let's hope she's back at it and in action this half of the game. So the starting fives for both teams will be back on to start the half.
To me, the player you have to watch out for is Anderson. Has had a couple three-point shots. Has had a couple drives where nobody's even covered her. Can distribute the ball. And, of course, number 12, Kelsey Shawless. So far, the best player on the court. Knights looks excited here. They'll take the ball at mid-court. Burton-Jones seems to be okay. A score here would get them back into it. Christian, I think this first 5 minutes of the third quarter is going to make or break the Knights.
Get a nice open look to start off.
Verna, ball fake, field goal. Verna's played well tonight. She's had a few open shots. Patterson, honestly, has been the player of the game thus far for the Knights. Blocking, rebounding, shooting. She missed a couple of shots inside, but she's sticking with it. Shawless, the runner. Sensenig, the rebound. And it's 40-30.
Looking to work it in the middle to Patterson.
Down inside, the hook from Patterson. Can't get it to fall. Anderson, inside to Kelly. Just off. There's that rebound, though. Yep. No offensive rebounds so far in the first couple of possessions, which is good. Kelly looks good. She's taking some shots. I'll tell you, this team came to play. Even though they've lost 12 straight, you wouldn't know it from seeing the product on the floor.
They definitely played great together as a team. And an open look from 3.
Borelli for 3, and that's good. And it's 40-33. They got to step up on defense here. Anderson to the basket.
Quick bucket by Anderson.
I told you got to watch out for Anderson. 42-33, Alfred State.
It seems like Alfred State has an answer for everything we do.
Verna, the pull-up.
Another great shot.
Gets it down to 7. And Burton-Jones disrupts that pass. Shawless was open, so that was a good defense there. Shawless to Shawless, inside to Kelly. Back out to Anderson. They got to get in her face. They cannot let her take those shots. And there's another defensive rebound for the Knights. So far, it's exactly what, Christian, it's like we know what we're talking about over there.
Well, if the coach seen what we did, they definitely had a great conversation about it in the locker room.
And I'm pretty sure she did. She's got better seats than we do.
Yeah.
Up from anywhere. And easy, too. So, but Christian, if this is that big of a red flag to you, why wouldn't it be a red flag to Alfred State? They know how good she is. It's no secret.
They don't have a comfortable lead, but they do have a lead. I feel as though they're just focused on everybody right now. They definitely doing their job.
Okay, down to 5. Central Penn's looking alive here. 42-37. Alfred State with the lead, but Central Penn with the ball. What can they do here? Can they get back into this game? Inside to Verna. Just missed.
That was a good look down low by Jay Verna.
Anderson. Venice. 2. That quick. 44-37. But the Knights have looked alive. What a play by Jones, but can't quite make it.
Jalen will go to the line for 2.
Full of a delayed call there. Jalen, 75% from the line. First one is good. Headed out. Shawless and Kelly back. Pettit upset on the sidelines. And 2 pulls the Knights to within 5. But again, outside, no, there was a little bit. And okay. They allowed the 3, didn't go.
They have the numbers.
Burton-Jones pushes to Borelli. Nearly on the line there. What a shot. That was really ill-advised there, especially coming that close. They really should have looked for Burton-Jones there or Patterson than that wild shot that was taken by Borelli. But nevertheless, we regroup. Anderson to the hoop. And boy, there's not much defense for that. She's so quick. I wonder why that Manor State doesn't give her the ball, or Alfred State doesn't give her the ball in space.
It looks like they started to this side. Let's see what's happening now.
I'll tell you what, Patterson can put the ball on the floor, unlike most bigs. ISO!
Penn does a good job of stopping the fast break.
But wide open, Shawless. And again, they're cold from 3. They're not giving up the offensive glass. Burton-Jones, coast to coast. And the 2. Anderson open in her face. Kelly with the 2. In the second half.
They're still in reaching distance.
Game for the Nightly News Player of the Game. Several people. Verna's had a great.
They need to stay tighter with their passes. Great strong finish by Borelli.
Back within 5. 29 years, Christian.
It's a long time. That's definitely a long time.
And actually, we're out of that timeout. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third. Haven't seen some of the bench players for the Knights. In fact, Kiera White, Knights have really only been playing with 6 people. Anderson, Verna stepped out a little bit, but the pick there gets free inside to Kelly. Oh my God. Tough call.
So go to the line for 2.
On Sensening, so she's got to watch herself. Kelly makes the first. That makes it a 6-point game, but Central Penn keeping it close. As soon as I say that, White off the bench for Sensening with 3 fouls. So White's got some playing time tonight. She's actually had a few shots, very, very close to making a few buckets. It doesn't have any points thus far. And Kelly makes them both. It's 50-43. Now's the time for Central Penn to really do something here. Keep it within 5. Although we have a second, just a shout out to the CPC film series that will be happening on campus on Friday, January 26th in the Capital Blue Cross Theater at 6:30. It'll be the network with Professor Lear Olympi. Burton-Jones inside and scores. Kelly ahead of the pack, but Anderson can't get it there. They're trying to do the pick and roll again that they just did. Shawless, Anderson, pick, and the steal by Verna. Back up, no one's paying attention. And now we've got people wide open in the back. No one's even looking at her on the side. Wide open for 3. And it goes.
They're definitely connecting where there's open opportunities.
I just don't understand how she was that wide open. But still only down 8. Now's the time to make a move. Burton-Jones to the hoop. And a follow by Patterson.
They're definitely doing a way better job with rebounding this half.
But I'll tell you, Alfred State keeps turning it on. Dennis the pass inside. And it doesn't go. Verna with the rebound. Borelli pushes it, taking on 3/5 of the team, but does get the rebound. This is such an important possession and a turnover from Borelli. Venice pushes. Wide open for 3 again. Not quite. And it is Alfred State ball.
Come on, Central Penn.
Shawless to inbound. Inside to Anderson, and Anderson hasn't missed. 55-47. Christian, if it's not outside, it's inside with Anderson. Not really much you can do to stop her at this point.
She's definitely connecting in all cylinders tonight.
Verna, what a shot, but no good. 3-on-1, Patterson inside to Shawless, and that's about as easy as it can get. I'd be surprised if Casey Hicks didn't call a timeout here. It's 57-47 with only 1 minute left. 1:24 on the clock.
If I was Central Penn, I would definitely be looking to get Jalen's ball.
They were looking for White there. Anderson pushes it. And a foul called. Not a shooting foul, though. Either. Is this twice that the Central Penn was down almost 10 or more points and Burton-Jones came out? I know she needs to get a rest, but man, we can't take a whole lot more here, and there is a timeout. Exciting game thus far. Central Penn can get to within 4 or 5 points, and unfortunately can't get any closer. Anderson is having a huge game. For Central Penn, Jalen Burton-Jones, quality game, but really I think this several buckets and a few blocks as well. So Jeray Patterson at this point in line for Nightly News Player of the Game. Burton-Jones is going to get a breather. Hopefully that brings her out fresh in the 4th. We're here from East Penn High School in Enola. Ball commentary in the history of our college here tonight, Christian. And we've gotten our money's worth so far with this game. We'll be doing several more games this season, so keep up with our Nightly News Facebook page to find out when those games will be. Inbound the ball. Inside to Kelly. Pettit hasn't been back. And a stoppage of play. Here a bound. That's about as easy as a basket as you could possibly get, Christian. And again, now 61-47. Boy, turned into 14 real quick. Turnover. Good defense there by White. And come back the other way. But it's not looking good for the Knights thus far, Christian. Those with Jones, it's 61-49. There's 10 minutes remaining in the ball game, and it's down 12 for the Knights. Christian, you've seen 3. What do the Knights have to do in the fourth quarter to win?
I believe if they continue doing what they did the past quarters, I believe if they just lock up stronger on defense towards the end of the quarter and minimize the scoring, that I feel like they could pull it off.
A few misguided shots there, Christian. There was a couple of opportunities that the Knights had to pull close and made some ill-advised shots, had a couple of turnovers, and frankly, Alfred State is really winning the battle of the boards, not so much in the third quarter, but certainly in the first half. And they did not make it. They only made 1 3 in the third quarter, which is a step in the right direction. But they have to basically stop threes, get rebounds, not turn the ball over. Really, the secret to winning any basketball game, right?
Yeah.
But if it were that simple, everyone would win. Quick inbound, and Pettit back on the floor, drops her first shot. She's got some range. Borelli walking the ball up, maybe a little too slow for me, down 14.
Looks like she's calling a play.
Verna to Jones, inside, a little off, but Patterson, that's the second time she's done that off a Jones miss. And Anderson bringing it down the floor. Inside Kelly. And she's going to get 2.
That was a foul on White.
Kelly on the season, free throw 59%, and that's 3 for 3 tonight, though. (64-51). Alfred State up, and Kelly just out, and White with the rebound. I still think they should push it here, Christian. Still down 13 points.
They definitely are taking it slow here. I guess they're looking for great shot opportunities.
Patterson pulls up, not quite. Over the back. That's 3 for White. Sensening comes in for White, and she'll take a 6. Anderson on Jones. I think this is, so that's what the play, they've literally run the same play every time down the floor. Anderson, if Burton-Jones covers Anderson, they immediately run a pick to the center of the court. So hopefully they're wise to that at this point, after that being the 3rd time that's happened. I'm wondering why Burton-Jones hasn't been covering Anderson, because Anderson, frankly, is probably the fastest player on their team.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good matchup.
And a trip. That's 4 times that Burton-Jones hits the deck.
There's a blocking foul on Alfred State.
Next time you see Jalen Christian, please tell her to ice herself or something. You feel bad she's hitting the deck. And inside, pulls up. Not quite. Knights needed that one. Inside to Kelly again.
Good move.
And Kelly playing great inside, and it's 66-51. This is the largest lead of the game for Alfred State. Not looking good for the Lady Knights, but you never know. We could get on a little run here. 66-51, 8 minutes, 17 seconds in the fourth. Stay tuned after the game for the Nightly News Player of the Game on the Knights. We'll talk to them about this game, how it went. Casey Hicks with some inspirational words. Casey's has quite a basketball history that we'll have to talk about on a future broadcast. Certainly very, very qualified to be a coach at this level.
She does a good job keeping the team together.
I think this team seems like they really get along genuinely. I know sometimes on teams there's a lot of personalities that can be difficult, but Alfred State's a little bit different than some of the teams that down there. Burton-Jones again, literally drives through.
She goes to the basket.
They went to set that pick play up again. Not her best. And timeouts. 5:49 left. Daily News, our first basketball. Pettit, Kelly, Bennis, Anderson, and Shawless for Alfred State. Patterson, Borelli, Sensening, Verna, Burton-Jones for the Knights. 68-57. Under 6 left to go. Anderson walks the ball up the court. Verna on D. They're going to set that pick play every time that she comes up that wing of the floor. Back into Pettit. Short. And Borelli with the rebound. Now's the time to push it. They've got some numbers here. And to Burton-Jones, no one blocked her.
Wonderful pass.
And with down to 9. They're running the same pick play every time, but huge miss there for Anderson. Was wide open under the basket.
The Knights are definitely going to have to push it now.
Just about 5 minutes left. Knights down by 9.
If I were Jalen, I would be looking for a couple of three-point opportunities.
You know, that's interesting you mentioned that. Have we even, Burton-Jones had a couple in the second quarter. I don't believe there's even attempted one in the second half, Christian.
I don't believe so either. She has been getting to the foul line healthy, though.
Burton-Jones for 2. One down, pulls them to 8. Bennis back in for Pettit.
But she has been nice and close it into a close one again. See if they can fight and pull it off.
Well, Christian will be down with one more to 7 points, a 3-possession ball game. And nothing but net there. Back down to 7. Can the Knights have a defensive stop here? for her. Shawless is solid. Not sure what this offense is here. They're looking for Jones. Berna along the baseline. Oh, and just misses. And they're going to call Jones on that one. Skylar Shawless in for Buckingham there, who got her first minutes of the game. Anderson to Kelly, looking to post up Burton. I don't know that that's the best thing you want to do.
Alfred definitely keeps moving the ball around very well.
And for three, Shawless there. Skylar Shawless this time from deep, and it's 73-61 with under 4 minutes to go, Christian. They need a three here. Jones to the basket and does score, pulling them to within 10, but they need a stop. They're not even looking for threes, Christian. Anderson from deep, Patterson the rebound. That was kind of an ill-advised shot there. Verna with the turnover. That's a killer there. Back to Shawless. Can't quite fall. Verna to Jones. Jones looks like no one even on her. Pirelli, what a pass by Jones. What a pass by Jones. 73-65. And the Knights need to stop. Kelly goes to the line. Perfect 4 for 4 from the stripe. And of course, now that I say that, she misses. A three-point shot going. If you're looking for a three-point shooter, you got to look no further than Jalen Burton-Jones, shooting 40% on the season. From beyond. Anyone else on? Steps out. Foul there.
If I were the Knights, I would definitely watch the foul. They've been scoring a lot of their points off of foul shots today.
Skylar Shawless, who's shown up in the second half here with 2 threes, seems to be the difference at this point. Shawless leads the team in free throw percentage at 83%. And that one goes down, extending the lead to 6. But this is the big one, Christian. Keeping it at 6 keeps it a 2-possession ball game. And misses. Patterson the rebound. Pirelli. Right down the lane. What an attempt. And the foul.
For 2.
We need these two. 77-71. Alfred State, 6-point lead. Pirelli to the line for 2. Makes the first. 1 minute, 10 seconds remain. We are officially in crunch time. Makes them both. Clutch free throws. And they're within 4.
The Knights are going to need a quick stop and a quick bucket as well.
Wow. Difficult call there against the Knights. That will send Anderson to the line. Anderson at 69.7, Christian. So a wizard beyond the arc, but struggles from the line. Although you can't really say 70% struggling. I mean, Shaq would take 70% all day long. Anderson misses the push, misses them both. 1 minute, 4 seconds left. Borelli takes it up the court and drops. 1 minute left. 77-75. Knights are down 2. And
the Knights are going to need another stop here.
trying to see.
And the Knights are now in the bonus, I believe.
Alfred State's in the bonus. So any foul the rest of the way will send them on the line. 77-75, and Anderson makes the first. Down 3 at this point, less than 1 minute remains. We're setting up for a crazy ending here, Christian. Makes them both. Down 4. Central Penn, closest they've been there since the beginning of the game, starting a 7-2 run for Alfred State, and they've only gotten within 4 points. This is definitely an exciting ball game, Christian. I'm honored to have gotten to spend it with you, and hopefully this is something we look back on in the future. This is, as monumental as it is for you, it's just as monumental for me, because a lot of this, the things that we've done here are things that I've helped put together. And so it means the world to me that Brian Cristiano, Christian Fulp, Dylan Kleintop are all here helping out what we're doing here. We'll be back in just a couple of weeks. February 5th will be our next live broadcast, just a couple days after the Super Bowl. So maybe we can chat Super Bowl at halftime. Quite an impressive comeback here. Knights down as much as 4. Alfred State is an excellent. I think had the shot. And it doesn't go. Nearly turned it over. Jalen Burton-Jones.
It's a very clutch play by Jones.
79-77, 17.4 seconds remain. Alfred State ball. White coming into the game here for Sensening. You would think they'd have to foul immediately. Anderson is the one you want to foul here. Anderson 69.7 versus 22. Shawless at 83. 14 Bennis, but she probably wasn't going to get the ball there. Big free throws here, Christian. What kind of pressure is this being at the line?
You definitely have to make one of these to put it within 3.
Yeah, but honestly, though, even if she does make both of them, it's only down 4, quick 2 and do the same thing again.
And she takes them both.
Anderson struggled with 2 missed free throws earlier, but then has hit 4 straight when the game was on the line. Christian, have you ever been on the free throw line with the game hanging in the balance?
Not to my for me to remember, but I definitely.
Everyone stay tuned for the Nightly News Player of the Game. We'll do a quick wrap-up show when we're done here, and then we'll have the Nightly News Player of the Game. Laura Lee, our sideline reporter, will join us for the Nightly News Player of the Game. Christian, it's been my pleasure to be here with you tonight. You've done a wonderful job.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
Hopefully the viewers out there are enjoying what we have going on. And Burton-Jones. Borelli for three! And the timeout. 81-80, 6.7 left. Borelli, 4-3, hits it. You can hear it in the gym here at East Penn High School. You need someone to inbound the ball for Alfred State. 6.7 left. Must be an immediate foul here. What a finish. Charlotte's fouled. Not happy when she got up. 8 seconds, they've adjusted the clock.
Looks like this is going to come down to a game-winning shot.
And I wonder who's going to take it. Although Borelli hit that clutch shot there.
If she sinks them both, it'll still be a 1%.
The first. No matter what, Central Penn can tie or win with a 2-point bucket, depending on what happens here. Misses them both. Patterson the rebound. Burton-Jones. Christian, break down that last play for us.
Well, we got a great offensive rebound by Patterson, and she kicked it to Whistling Burner, and she got it out to Jones on the fast break to get the go-ahead bucket.
And the bonus here is that she got the foul. 2.9 seconds left. 82-81. Nice. Makes it. 2-point ball game. The inbound. Knocked out by Verna, but that's key because time runs off the clock. 1.7 remains. This is going to be a catch and shoot situation. Watch Anderson. Oh, and Burton-Jones. A game!
What a phenomenal ending by the Lady Knights.
Overturning chairs on Alfred State. They are not happy.
That was a wild turn of events.
Christian, we could live another 100 years a game, Christian. We are going to be joined with the Nightly News Player of the Game with the game-winning shot, Jalen Burton. Laura Lee, welcome back. What an amazing game. Laura, what do you have?
Okay, so how are you feeling? That's the first question. Let me feel you a little bit.
It's hot. It's hot. I don't feel good. I came out here, I started out bad. But I had to get my head in the game for my team. I stayed strong. Did what I had to do.
What's your plans for after the game? You don't got to get lit.
We just got lit with our coach. That's all. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home, but it's an amazing win. It's a good team win. We finished out strong. I'm proud of them.
Let's go. Nice.
Nightly News Player of the Game, Jalen Burton. Jalen, thank you so much. What a game. Night. You got to go back. That's going to be on SportsCenter tonight. Jalen Burton-Jones with the game-winning shot, and your Central Penn Knights now up to 5 in a row. Unfortunately for Alfred State, that'll be 13 straight losses. And Christian, what a heartbreaker.
Definitely. The Knights won, and that'll be their 5th win in a row, looking to keep the streak alive.
Well, Christian, I think we've had enough excitement for one evening. I want to send out a couple thanks. Brian Cristiano ran the camera tonight expertly. The nightly news player of the game, Jalen Burton. We're going to leave you Central Penn College victorious, 84-82 from East Penn High School. We'll catch you February 5th for the Lady Knights' next home game. We will see you then. For Christian Fulp, this is Paul Miller. We're signing off, and we'll catch you next.